Alright guys, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through the process of installing new windshield wipers on the GLE350. It's a 2022. Did an oil change, did the in-cabin filters, did the air filter, just doing all these like maintenance items. The brakes are going to be coming up this spring, but right now I have to do windshield wipers for the front. So let's spend some time and actually see if any of these auto parts stores online or locally have the windshield wipers. I typically go for the Bosch because they're typically made better, either the Icons or the OEs. Let's see what's out there. So be patient with me. Let's look at a couple different auto parts stores. We'll start off with NAPA online, Advance Auto, and then we'll go to AutoZone and try Parts Geek and find out how much they are, if they even exist. And if they don't exist, then we're probably going to have to go to Mercedes and pick up the wiper blade pair there. So let's start off with NAPA online. Nope. So they have the rear wipers, but not the front wipers. They have the NAPA Exact Fit rear wiper 12-inch blade, which is interesting because the Bosch is a 13-inch blade. So that's all they have on NAPA online. They don't sell the front windshield wipers, just the rear. All right, well, let's go to AutoZone, see if they have it. Again, all they have are the 13-inch Bosch blades, the OE type, for $14.99, which isn't bad, but that's not what I'm looking for. So, all right, well, let's try Advanced Auto. No, they have the Trico rears, not even the Bosch, and it's 12-inch wiper blade. They don't have the front windshield wipers, so we're kind of out of luck here. So let's try a different part store. Let's try like not a local part store. Let's try Parts Geek. Let's see what they have. So they do have a set of the Vallejo, which is probably not the brand I really would recommend, but it is an option. Vallejo has been around for a little while. I don't typically like to use Vallejo. I feel it's kind of like really not a high quality windshield wiper, but it's available for $50, which is not too bad. Probably with some shipping too. So, and they have 2 in stock. So if you do need it, you're gonna have to order these pretty quickly. And they have the rear wiper blade also for $11.97. Also a Vallejo. Looks like there's a couple different types too, model numbers. So you're gonna have to like this. That's the problem with Parts Geek. You're really gonna need to know exactly which model number or part number you're going to need for your car, because you're going to go through all this trouble. They have all these different options and you're probably going to order the wrong one unless you actually speak to someone and give them the VIN number, which is what I would recommend. But yeah, I mean, Vallejo rear wiper. This one's Bosch, $8.97. That's a pretty damn good price actually. And I know on the Mercedes-Benz, it's on the end of the wiper blade, it's got a little like indicator. So it's kind of a timed indicator based on conditions, weather conditions and stuff like that. So I believe it's black when you first get the wiper blade, and then over time it turns into a yellow. And that yellow has like an exclamation point in there, almost like a hazard light. And that basically tells you that the wiper blade needs to be replaced. So let's go to Mercedes-Benz, let's pick up the wiper blades and bring them home so we can install them. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is actually clean the windshield. It's been a little bit snowy out here and there's salt everywhere. So I want to kind of start off with a fresh, clean slate. One thing you might want to do before you actually go out and buy windshield wipers is to actually try to clean these off. So the blades over time get dirty and they kind of get grimed up and they get clogged. So like, even though the blades might still be okay, you might think that you need new windshield wipers. In actuality, all you need to do is just clean them off. And all I do is take a paper towel, put a little dish soap in it, like Dawn dish soap, a little bit of water, and then kind of wipe the blade. And you'll see the black that comes off of that blade. I'll show you on these as an example. I'll take a little bit of dish soap and put it on a rag, and I'll show you exactly what comes off. So here's a paper towel, put a little dish soap in there, kind of wipe it up a little bit so you have the dish soap there, and it's going to kind of draw out some of the grease. But first thing you want to do is you want to actually the knuckles on these windshield wipers are actually behind here. So before you actually pull this up, what you want to do is you want these windshield wipers to be vertical. So there's very specific instructions, and I'm going to put that up in the corner over here while I do this. But the first thing you're going to need to do is switch the vehicle on and off immediately. Within 15 seconds, press and hold the windshield wiper button for 3 seconds. Then the wipers should move into replacement mode. So these windshield wipers are going to go up into the vertical mode so that the knuckles are beyond the hood, and then you can actually move the windshield wipers back. So watch me do that. It took me a couple tries, but I got it. Now what you could do is you could move these back so that they're out of the way of the windshield. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back to what I was saying before. Just try cleaning them off first before you spend the money on new windshield wipers. But if you take your rag and kind of like pinch the blade and then go back and forth, you'll see it's actually amazing. You can kind of feel some dirt on these right away. And you can see how dirty that is, right? So I know for a fact that these are definitely in need of replacement, but you could see how dirty that is. So try that first before you go out and spend 70 bucks on a new pair of windshield wipers. But in our case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the windshield, and then we're gonna go right into replacing these blades. I'm using these rags. I'll put the link down below for them. They're specifically made for windshields. And then Invisible Glass by Stoner. Great product. So removing the blade should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to put the instructions also on the corner of the screen here. Hold the wiper in one hand with the other hand. Turn the wiper blade away from the wiper arm in the direction of number 1, which is basically moving it like that. As far as it'll go. Slide catch 2 in the direction of the arrow and then remove the blade. So you should be able to just move this up. Oh, there we go. So that's kind of a locking mechanism, if you can see that. See, that goes up and down. So you place this into position. You can see that right there. Into here, and then you're pressing down to lock it into place. And then you're moving this out, moving up, and then out. That's simple. Now I want to show you the indicator that's on these blades. I mentioned it earlier, that they tell you over time when the blade needs to be replaced. So if you look at that, you can see that orange indicator right there. Well, when it comes out of the box, it's black, and there's a cover on it. You have to remove that cover, and I'll show you. These are the new blades. And again, this entire thing was $68, this pack, and it was $72.51 with tax. So it's not bad. It's actually pretty affordable, relatively. And I think that they're both the same size. I could be wrong, but we're gonna double check. They're not. So one of them is about 26 inches, and the other one is about 22 or 21 inches, somewhere around there. So this one, the driver's side, looks like it's the longer one. Yep, that's the longer one. Right? And then you'll see this is how it went in, just like that. This one is the same one exactly. Right? Just making sure they're exactly the same. And then on this one, you can see this is the little piece right there. You need to remove this plastic piece, and it's black. Right? See how that's black? Eventually, over time, that's going to turn into yellow, indicating that it's ready for a new wiper. So you can see on the box itself, it turns from black to gray to kind of like an opaque gray all the way to yellow, and then eventually you're going to see the exclamation point and triangle, meaning danger. You need to replace those blades. So, but again, you know, you're going to know when you're ready to replace the blades, not really the indicator. Now, I didn't replace the rear windshield wiper because it didn't need to be replaced, but I'll put the two photos of the removal process and the installation process because it's super simple. You could definitely follow the instructions, but I'm going to share those two photos with you. I'm going to put them on the screen for a few seconds so you can take your time and do it yourself. But definitely do it yourself. There's no need to send this out to Mercedes-Benz and have them do it. Save your money. Not sponsored. You should be able to do it within 15 minutes. You should have everything all set and ready to go. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.